I got distracted by video games.
To my viewers, how's it going? I have been wanting to make this video for like over a week and a half. I just haven't had time. Everything going on, busy, moved my new setup, all this other stuff. I can make a million excuses, but I'm finally putting it out there. I am bringing you the best burst weapon in Warzone currently. Okay, and it's not the AUG or the M16 or whatever that Modern Warfare gun is called. It is the KSP-45. It's the Cold War SMG. Okay, what gave me the idea to look into this is J God's video. If you don't know who he is, he does literally every statistic and everything for everyone. So check him out. You'll learn so much more on what to use on every single weapon, pretty much. So check him out. I linked the video down below, and you'll see a link up top as well. But he talked about the long-range mulatto, and also we saw all these big sweaty streamers using it, and it was actually really good. Well, I think the KSP might actually possibly beat it in some cases, which you'll see when we go talk about statistics in a second. But it's a burst weapon. It's not too bad. It's easy to use. So let's get into it. All right, so we're going to start with the base stats comparison here. Okay, we got the KSP 45 on the left and the Milano 821 on the right. Now you can see the KSP is winning in headshots. Okay, 64 to 58. Now it is difficult to hit headshots, but you'll see why I think it might not be that bad. The chest, stomach, and extremities are actually 40 each, which actually hurts and helps it. Okay, most people might hit a few more chest shots, so that's what gives the Milano a little bit more of a kind of an edge, is the 43 compared to the 40. But with the stomach and extremities, which a lot of people hit the stomach, I know myself, I kind of suck sometimes at aiming for the head, so a lot of my shots are chest and stomach, and you know, whatever else hits, it beats the Milano 40 to 39. Okay, it's only by one, and the extremities 40 to 36. But the key point here is you're using it as a long-range weapon. So if we go up to the second damage drop-off, which is 13 meters, it doesn't matter because all of your fights are going to be like 25 meters and beyond. Okay, whatever your other weapon is. I paired it with the shotgun. You'll see later. You know, you're not going to have a lot of up-close ones. With the shotgun, you're going to have a little bit shorter range you're going to have to use with it. But if we change these, you can see it's again in favor of the KSP when it comes to headshots, 55 to 48. Pretty big gap for headshots. Okay, it loses its chest, but then again it wins its stomach and extremities. It's pretty much the same as the other damage range, but again we're talking about the longer range. So if we look at the summary stats just to check them out, okay, the fire rate, obviously it's a burst weapon, it's going to be a little bit slower, but it's not too much of a difference. Okay, they're both slow firing anyways. Okay, and then they're pretty equal. You know, you're not too worried about ADS or sprint to fire time, as you're going to be losing it for a longer range weapon. Movement speed, you know, those are pretty close. ADS, movement speed, blah blah blah, that's pretty close as well. Okay, hip fire you shouldn't have to worry about. Bolt velocity identical. The reload here, okay, that's not correct. I'm assuming that's what it is between each burst. Okay, but let's look at the TTK. So if we look at this, okay, yes, the Milano's winning. Okay, it's winning at every range, but you notice I have chest on here. If I switch that to headshots, look at the flip. Now the KSP is winning at every range. And again, we're not talking about this close range here. We're kind of talking about here where they're super close, but look at this. Anything past that, the KSP is winning when you're hitting headshots. Okay? Now, I'm going to show you why I think you can hit headshots when we check out the recoil. So let's take a look. So here we go. We're at 15 meters. Okay? Just trying out one burst at a time. You can see those four pretty much vertical, a little to the left, so it's not that bad to get headshots. Remember, we're talking about headshots is going to be kind of the key here, because that's going to give you a lot of damage. If I go back even farther to, let's say, 25, I can barely see my number there. 25 meters, okay, and do a burst. Check out those ones. Again, not that much. Okay, most of the fights are going to be outside 25 meters, but you can see that's not much of a gap. It's just a little to the left. So when you burst it, if you just pull down as you go, you're not going to have hardly any recoil. If you can see how I did there, you can see pretty tight. Okay, and then we just do like the full recoil test. So I'm gonna put the whole clip out there, 15 meters, and I'm just gonna spam it. Not touching the controller at all. You can see it doesn't even continue to go up. It kind of just went up and settled. So you don't even have to worry about pulling down the whole time. Go back to 25 meters again. And same thing. Not even controlling the recoil. Just spamming. You see it gets a little left to right there, but again, I mean, you just got this massive amount. It's kind of drifting up a little to the left, but a lot of those were kind of overlapping. Like you'll have a 1, 2, 3, and then the next one would start here. 1, 2, 3, and so on. So the recoil is actually very manageable if you can control the burst. Just pull down a little bit, and it should be fine. And if you're doubting you can kill someone at long range, you can just check out me killing this sniper while I was trying to make this video.
Wash up.
So here we are. You can see I ran it with the Street Super shotgun, just because I wanted something kind of up close, because I know I could use this for medium and then long range. I obviously wasn't going to, put it with a sniper or something like that, because we're not talking about a sniper sport. We're talking about that long range comparison to the Milano long range. Okay, one thing some people might try, especially with the Milano, is grabbing Ghost right away. You could try it here, but since it's burst, it's going to feel a little bit awkward up close when you're, super close quarters. Okay, but let's take a look at the loadout. Now keep in mind, you can see I'm only at level 34, so I didn't even have all of the proper attachments. Only reason I had the agency suppressor is because it came in one of the blueprints that I already had through the battle pass or wherever I got it. Okay, but the Ranger barrel is a must. It increases your bullet velocity by like 80% or something like that. Okay, so you definitely need to use that. Now you can also check that out. I forgot to mention that data was from True Game Data. If you haven't been to that website, you need to check it out. He does insane statistics on all the weapons and gives you a good kind of like idea on what's going to happen before you actually have to try it out. Especially if you don't have something leveled up yet, you can see what it might be able to do. Anyways, back to the loadout. Okay, I was using the front grip just to give me a little recoil. It's the only one that has recoil control out of all of these. Preferably, you'd probably use the field agent grip. So keep in mind that recoil test wasn't even the best recoil, and it was still pretty good. Okay, 45 round mags just because it's the longest one, and I was using the 2 times. Well, funny story, I don't have the 3 times unlocked because it's at 52. I'd probably use the 3 times when it came down to it, but this is the loadout. Okay, so take this loadout, try it out. You'll see in the gameplay I have a couple different matches, got a win in there, had a solo match that was going well and kind of just, fell off, but you can see I was kind of surprised how effective the gun was, and I got some good kills with it. As you could see from that plunder match where I'm trying to show you the recoil and I'm getting sniped at and all that other stuff. But take this loadout out there, see how it goes. Drop a like if you like this video. Subscribe, we all know it's free, and hopefully I'll see you out there.
Wanted target neutralized. Well done.
That was kind of nasty.
Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy UAV overhead.
Nasty.
What you thinking? Don't really battle it out. Jeez.
How you doing?
He's behind the building.
Hey, motherfucker.
I landed in the... Ah,
Hey, motherfucker.
Got him. No, help. Let's go! Nobody know. Hey.
What in the world was that kid talking about?